Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in Tay Ninh Province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on August 10, the delegation of the National Steering Committee for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, led by Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam, paid an inspection visit to Tay Ninh Province. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Tay Ninh Provincial Party Committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, received the delegation.
Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc said that Tay Ninh has been strictly implementing the direction of the government and the National Steering Committee for Epidemic Prevention and Control. The province so far has extended social distancing under Directive No. 16 twice and applied the Directive No. 16 plus in some other localities. These measures have been agreed by the locals. During the social distancing, the province has implemented synchronized solutions, identifying risk areas, including two very high-risk areas of U Minh Châu District and Hoa Thanh Town. Currently, the province is still sticking to the practical situation to offer flexible solutions on the four on-the-spot motto, self-aligned, self-strengthening, and widespread epidemic control. The province has developed a flawed treatment plan that has helped to limit the lowest number of deaths. So far, over 1,000 cases have recovered from the infectious disease, and 2,300 are still being treated. The locality has 14 medical facilities to treat COVID-19 patients in 3 levels and established 5 field hospitals, mobilizing all public and private health resources to participate in fighting the pandemic, basically meeting the needs of collecting and treating COVID-19 patients. Tay Ninh has also boosted its testing capacity, raising from 700 single samples to over 2,000 single samples and 12,000 bulk samples a day, and continue to coordinate with the Pasteur Institute in Ho Chi Minh City to find solutions to raise to 4,000 single samples per day. The province has also implemented selective testing with the right focus for high-risk areas. Along with fighting against COVID-19, Tay Ninh is still interested in implementing policies to support those affected by the pandemic. Over 10 billion Vietnam dong was spent to support affected subjects, and 50 billion Vietnam dong paid for social insurance costs. So far, there have been no case of food shortages. After the Directive No. 16 and 16 Plus are completed, the provincial authorities will have an overall assessment and take further measures to respond to the actual epidemic situation of each locality.
On August 10, the Military Command of Tay Ninh Province launched a peak campaign together with locality to overcome the COVID-19 pandemic, to perform the task of controlling and participating in field hospitals, quarantine areas, chamber and COVID-19 vaccination location from August 2, 2021 until the pandemic is put under control in the province.
With the slogan Tay Ninh Armed Forces Pioneer on the front line of COVID-19 pandemic, the paid campaigns aimed at promoting the spirit and determination of each officer and soldier in the fight against COVID-19. Facing the complicated epidemic situation, the officers and soldiers of the provincial armed forces are ready to receive and complete the assigned tasks with high responsibility. Speaking at the launching ceremony, Colonel Hoàng Xuân Cường, member of the Provincial Party Committee and Political Commissioner of the Provincial Military Command, emphasized that this is an absolutely necessary work to express the spirit from the people and for the people. It's a practical action in response to the call of General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and the encouraging words of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. The participation of officers and soldiers of the provincial armed forces is expected to quickly contribute to the prevention and control of COVID-19, separate F0 cases from the community, remove the red zone, firmly protect the green zone to soon get people's life back to normal, to join hands with localities for stabilizing and socio-economic development. This time, the Provincial Military Command also launched a convoy carrying 6 tons of rice, 12 tons of vegetables to support the people, the armed forces of Ho Chi Minh City to fight against the pandemic, worth a total value of 300 million Việt Nam đồng.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to the online registration for COVID-19 vaccination, many people in the province have successfully registered for vaccination. Many of them have received a response message from the vaccination center and have been vaccinated.
The online vaccination registration systems so far have received applications from over 96,000 people to register for COVID-19 vaccination in the province. In addition to registering for themselves, many people also register online for their relatives. After registering and being approved by the authorities, the locals will receive a message from the vaccination center informing them of the date and place of vaccination. To get vaccinated, people only need to bring this message and identification documents to the injection site. The application of information technology has made vaccination easier and faster, both supporting the administration and management of vaccinations of the authorities, while facilitating people helping to limit travel and contact, contributing to ensuring safety in the prevention and control of the COVID-19 pandemic. Implementing the direction of the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, the Youth Union of Tay Ninh Province is launching a re-insurance support program for volunteer youth teams in the province. Specifically, those who register to volunteer between August 15 and October 15, 2021 will be supported to get free insurance by the Youth Union. In particular, priority is given to youth teams volunteering to participate in COVID-19 prevention and control activities. The Provincial Youth Union is currently asking all levels of the union in the province to review and make a list of volunteers who fully meet the conditions and requirements. Then the Provincial Youth Union will synthesize and make a list to submit to the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union for approval. With the supported insurance package, volunteers can enjoy insurance benefits of up to 50 million Việt Nam đồng, depending on each specific accident during volunteering process. The programs implemented nationwide by the Central Committee in collaboration with HD Insurance. On August 9th, Transtar Commercial Bank for Foreign Trade of Vietnam or Vietcombank Tay Ninh Branch offered medical supplies for the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic. Representative of Vietcombank Tay Ninh Branch donated medical supplies to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention under Tay Ninh Department of Health. The supplies include masks, specialized medical gloves, and protective clothing for COVID-19, worth a total value of 60 million Việt Nam đồng. At the headquarters of the People's Committee of Tay Ninh City, representative of Vietcombank Tay Ninh Branch also offered medical supplies for the COVID-19 prevention and control in Tay Ninh City, worth total amount of 50 million Việt Nam đồng.
The audience in Tay Ninh implemented Directive number 16 of the Prime Minister on July 18. The local farmers have had difficulties in consuming agricultural products. The women's unions in Hoa Thanh Town have made effort to find output for agricultural products, removing difficulties for farmers.
Mr. Huỳnh Văn Hoài, a farmer in Nam Trải Hamlet, Trung Đông Commune, Hoa Thanh Town, was very happy as the Women's Union of Trung Đông Commune contacted him to buy spring onions for some residential areas. Earlier this week, the Women's Unions of Trung Đông Commune and Hoa Thanh Town also connected with other places to help him consume more than 3 tons of spring onions. However, the 5,000 square meters of spring onion field of Mr. Hoài still has 9 tons of spring onions that haven't yet been harvested. He is worried because in just 3 to 5 days, if being not harvested, then the amount of spring onions will be too old to sell. The Women's Union of Hoa Thanh Town has coordinated with the Town Military Command to mobilize people and benefactors to buy agricultural products, both to rescue agricultural products and to support anti-epidemic posts and block residential areas.
It's time to harvest spring onions. Over the last few days, the women unions of Trung Dong commune has helped him, but the consumption is very low. He's looking forward to receiving the help from the town and provincial women unions to consume onions in just 3 to 5 days.
Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Kiệt, specializing in growing pomelos in Trường Lưu Hamlet, Trung Đông Commune, is also very concerned because middlemen are no longer allowed to go to each garden to buy fruits as before. Over the last 3 weeks, Mr. Kiệt himself had to transport red pomelos to sell to small traders at very cheap prices.
Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the traders can't come to my garden to buy pomelos. Our farmers are very sad because the products have been made cannot be sold, but fallen down for the prices. And hopefully all levels and sector will support so that the farmers can deliver fruits to the traders, markets, or the people homes, or let traders come to the garden to buy and transport the products. And thereby the farmers will be motivated for farming for the next seasons.
Farmers are looking forward to supporting to consume agricultural products more efficiently. Therefore, local associations and unions are playing an important role in helping farmers to overcome the difficulties ahead. To support farmers to consume agricultural products, the Women's Union of Trung Dong Commune has called on our members and other communes to buy agricultural products to help farmers have enough capital to continue their production. I'm looking forward to receiving the support for Trung Dong Commune. Since the implementation of the Directive number 16, the consumption of agricultural products has been facing difficulties. All levels of Hoa Thanh Town women's unions have called on everyone to join hands to rescue some agricultural products. However, the backlog goods are still relatively large. In the time to come, the Town Women's Union will continue to mobilize officials, members of women's unions, and people to consume agricultural products. Hopefully, everyone and sectors will join hands with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.